to be a champion? How bad do you want to be a champion? We right there at the doorstep. Take that down. Fucking bottom 3. 1, 2, 3.
Say we are the Northwestern Bulls and we are the defending state champions. We're going to go for it on 4th and 1.
Mathis is the running back. 4th down and a long yard. They snap it. Lawrence going to throw for it. Intercepted. Picked off by Jatarius Brown, and he returns it to the 30-yard line. The man they call Agent Zero.
Oh, game changer, I swear to God. I'm not leaving high school without it. I'm telling you, ring me. We're gonna finish it. Come on.
Cole fakes, takes it up the middle, and he's in for a Reigns touchdown. And the Vikings are an extra point away from taking the lead. Reigns in front by a point with 2.5 to go. Clock ticks under 2 minutes as Lawrence steps up, launches downfield, wide open, Lanier, and Northwestern regains the lead.
Stay in the slot. 91 loop. 91 loop. 91 loop. You got the wheel. Back in. Hey, Zay. Come on.
So 1st down from the 17. Cole out of the pocket, throwing back. It is caught inside the 5. Touchdown Reigns. Darius Washington breaks through with 10 seconds to go.
It's gold this year. It's gold this year, man. You see the 5 days for this. Hey, give me one.
You can't tell me that didn't give you goosebumps.
Goosebumps. I feel them under my coat, man. I'm telling you, unbelievable season, perfect night, perfect team.
The perfect season. So we're going to spend the next 30 minutes celebrating a perfect season for the Reigns Vikings. We got some of the stars from the game hanging out with us here in the studio, but it all came down to the end of the game.
Yep.
Big touchdown. I mean, we looked at it a second ago, but I mean, it does. Yeah. This is one that you keep looking at over and over again, right?
We've slowed it down. We've looked at it, and the hit right there could have been the tackle right there, but Tadarius barreled through his guy into the end zone, becomes part of Reigns and North Florida history. What a finish, what a team. 4th
state title for Reigns.
Yep.
This adds Coach Maslin into an elite group as the 3rd head coach in Reigns history to bring home a championship, right?
Yeah, and we've, it's the tradition at Reigns is unmatched. When you look at the guys here, Welton Coffey, Durand Wiley, and Donovan Maslin, he also received a special surprise from the Jaguars this week, right?
Yeah, getting a chance to go to the Super Bowl. Maybe he can be the good luck to bring the Jaguars to the Super Bowl, right? But he's going to be heading to California to celebrate with the Jags and the Super Bowl, so big congratulations there. But he joins a really hollowed group of 3 fantastic Reigns coaches that have all brought home those state championship games. And, of course, if Maslin's going to join this group, you got to talk to the guys that have been there and done that before.
Yeah, and Donovan Maslin, hey, he went to Miami last week. He's going to San Francisco later this year. But, you know, he joins the company. What it means to not only go to Reigns, which Donovan Maslin did, and also these 2 coaches did, but to play for Reigns and to win a state championship for Reigns. Got a chance to catch up with head coaches Welton Coffey and Durand Wiley earlier today to talk about just what it means for Coach Maslin to be part of that championship.
It's something that you have to cherish for the rest of your life. As I think I will always, look back on those times, and even this time right here, I felt a part of this one because again, a guy that I coached, a guy that I, brought in on my staff, to see him do what he did, it just brings joy. And so I'm too excited. Everything that he's witnessing right now, he deserves, and I want him to soak it all up.
There are a lot of eyes on you in these positions of coaching. It is a profession. I love this profession. But to be a head coach at a program such as that is rich in history, it's not the pressure that the outside puts on you. It's the pressure that you put on yourself. He's been able to weather that. I'm ecstatic for him. I'm happy for him. I'm going to keep sending the text, brother. Keep pressing forward. And maybe this is only the beginning.
Hey, look, the last time they got it done, Wiley hit the repeat button, right? So maybe it is just the beginning. Maybe we can do this again, because we've been following Raines all season long. Chris Will and Elijah have been at practice after practice all year long.
It has been remarkable. From week 0 all the way to week 17, Chris Will and Elijah have been documenting the stories of each player, of journey and everything, and it has been remarkable, and Chris wraps it up.
Revenge. It's not a word whispered, but a promise shouted months before the clock hit 0. The Vikings named the season the Revenge Tour, a mission, not a slogan. Every hit, every sprint, every film session pointed to one destination, a December night in Miami.
How bad do you want to be a champion?
Chance to redeem a loss from a year ago. The same opponent, the same stakes, the same stadium. The final chapter of the Raines Vikings Revenge Tour.
You know, last year, you know, they felt like failures, and but failure, you know, it taught us a lot. It shaped us for who we were this year.
Losing in that type of stage. So after that, we set the revenge tour. We're going to get revenge. We're going to be back, and we're going to finish the mission this time.
But that moment started right here in the graveyard.
Cherish this moment, man. Hey, let's go. Fight 503, fight 503, 1, 2, 3.
A whole 365 days of work in preparation for the championship moment.
Everything was worth it. From the coaches yelling at us, from us having to do punishment, from us rolling, team fights, everything. Everything was worth it because it got us to where we are today.
It got the Vikings to an undefeated season. Heading into the title game, 13 opponents had tried, all had failed. The only team left, their only loss from a year ago.
You know, that is the true testament of how they're built. You know, strong determination, will not be denied, and that's what we talked about all playoffs. Not being denied your opportunity to punch your ticket to the next round, and not being denied your opportunity to be a state champion.
And it took every bit of determination the Vikings had. And with just seconds left, glory for Duval.
It felt everything, the whole drive felt in slow motion because we know the time is running down, but our nerves everywhere, emotions everywhere, so that it just felt so slow. The second shot, it don't fail. So we got our second shot in the same stage, and we didn't fail this time.
It's going to be some tough bumps and bruises here and there, but that just makes the end result that much sweeter. Just continue to never give up and continue to press forward.
For Raines, revenge was never just about payback. It was about proving who they are and setting a new standard for everyone who puts on the uniform next.
It means Ichiban. It means being number one in everything that we do. Whether it's in sports, whether it's in academics, whether it's, you know, in the professional world, we always attack being, you know, Ichiban. And, you know, when you have that never say die mentality, nothing can be taken away from you.
The Vikings, the tour ends with a trophy, but the standard they set, Ichiban #1 in everything, is where the next chapter begins. Chris Will, Channel 4, the local station.
It has been a fantastic season, and now we got a couple of the guys hanging out with us, TJ Cole, Tadarius Washington. You just watched the highlights from the end of the game, so we had to get these guys to come in here and hang out with us. Appreciate you being here tonight.
I appreciate you for having us. It's been an unbelievable week. I think, TJ, we asked you earlier, hey, what are you going to do?
Yeah.
You going to watch anything on TV tonight when you go?
Nah, I'm gonna hit the bed. You know, I ain't been getting no sleep. I ain't been getting no sleep all week. So, you know, this week has been crazy. It's been hectic, you know, but these are the moments you live for. So, you know, just being a part of this journey of this team, you know, it's amazing.
Did rewatching it give you chills?
Definitely gave me chills. It's crazy, man.
All right, so let's take you back a little bit. We got the clock here. This is that final drive. It's 4th down.
Yeah.
I mean, big play, big moment. I mean, you had to go through 2 guys and to move the chains on there. I mean, what's going through your head? You look at the clock, you know you got to do it. It's 4th down, do or die.
Yeah, so this was kind of like a check that I made on my own at the line of scrimmage. So we know that they didn't cover the back pretty well all season or all game. So, you know, we spreaded them out. We had everybody just kind of like clear out everything. We had a dig coming from the trip side. And, you know, everybody just vacated out. So I'm just like, hey, Zach, so if they vacate out, just go ahead, slip up the scene. And I know I got that type of trust in Zach to go up there and make that play. So I told him, slip up the scene, gave him the ball, and I trusted him with the ball. And and he did what he did.
You want to look at that play real quick?
Yeah,
So
let's
4th
take a
and
look at
10, final drive, 23 seconds left, and let's see this play. As the clock, 4th and 10, you got to have this play right here. So TJ, take us through here what you're doing right now.
Yeah, so most people, like, you know, you think 4th and 10, you know, they thinking, oh yeah, we got to get past the 6, or we have to throw the ball past the 6. But like I said, you know, all game, they wasn't really covering the back. So, you know, why not just take the easy money and just trust your guys, you know? In that type of moment, you know, it's big to have each other trust. I thought he fumbled here. You know, the glove slipped off. I thought he fumbled. I was like, oh no, but you know, it's just the trust that we have in each other, and you know, it plays a big part in how we finish this game.
When you caught it, first thing going through your head?
I knew I had the first down. I caught it, I'm like, first down, man. Played it to the first down.
All right, that's a big play,
That's a big one.
but that's not even the biggest play of this drive. So you get the last play, offensive play. You got 18 seconds on the clock. I mean, you up there looking like the Jordan logo to go catch that one. I mean, come on now. I don't know if it gets any better than that. Come on now.
It's great. So that play right there, what's that play called? And
Okay,
you know you're
so,
going
yeah.
to Darius the whole time.
Yeah, so we knew we was going to Darius the whole time, you know, but I had to roll out and make it seem like we was trying to flood everything out this way. But we had done ran it earlier in the drive, and it was an incomplete pass to Kyron. But you know, those are one of the plays like where you just pull out when you have nothing, you know. Yeah. So you know, we just went to that play. We haven't ran it all season. It was just like, yeah, we're gonna roll out. We're gonna throw back to our left. So it worked out the way we wanted it to work out. You know, and Coach Mass always talking about having more will than your opponent. And as you see, Zach can't go down easy. So you know, he had all the.
You wanted it.
Yeah, he wanted it. He wanted it more. You know.
You catch that ball right there. You got a defender. You could have been tackled, stopped, and you're still going to the end zone. What'd you do when you see that guy coming to you and you truck him?
I see him coming to me. I truck him. I'm just like, I got to get in the touchdown now. There's no other trace. I got to score.
Definitely.
Before the play, we just watched at the beginning, Coach Mass says, you got the wheel now, give you the little head nod. What's going through your head before the snap? You know it's coming your way.
It's coming to me, so I'm just getting my mind prepared, you know, getting ready to catch it, because I know it ain't no getting out of this. One way in.
One way in, and he was in the end zone. That's all that matters. Look.
10 seconds left to go. I mean, if you're talking about writing a storybook ending, I mean, it's unbelievable finish in Miami. The redemption season, right? I mean, 41-0, same field, same time. Everything is last year. 41-0 and to 23-22. Still perfect to you?
Perfect. You know, of course, last season didn't really end the way we wanted it to end, you know. But, you know, like y'all said, you know, we wanted to come in with that revenge, you know, that vengeance. And the moment we lost that game last season, it was just like, yeah, we got to get back. We got to get back. You know, we talked about it all season. It was labeled the revenge tour. And just to complete the revenge tour, you know, it just felt amazing. In the style that we did it, you know, you couldn't ask for no better ending than that.
You sat right over there in the studio last year. We were talking about Player of the Year and said, we are going to be back.
Definitely.
And writes the same story. Perfect.
Definitely.
Perfect ending, storybook ending to the revenge tour. We still got a lot of ground to cover. We appreciate TJ and Darius, but we got to bring a couple of their teammates up here right after the commercial break. So hang around with us as we continue to work through the Reigns Vikings State Championship perfect season. All right, welcome back into the perfect season. So we got a couple of more of the Reigns Vikings hanging out with us now. It has been a fantastic year, a lot of playmakers, and we got to give credit to all of them.
It's Jacharius Brown, they call him Agent Zero. We saw him in that intro doing something that a nose tackle really doesn't do, and pick off a pass. And of course, Dan DeWong here kicked up the most important field goal in Reigns high school football history. Unbelievable kick and 2 instrumental parts of the Reigns championship team. Take us through that interception in the fourth quarter, G.
You know, it was knowing down and distance. You know, that plays a big part in the game, so I seen what it was. I seen the call. We got the call. I just knew once they came out in the condensed formation, I knew they like to run a mesh concept. So once I knew the 2 rip routes was coming, so once I got a double team and the running back didn't get the ball, I just went and jumped the ball.
Big men don't usually make interceptions like that. That's the most important interception.
You want to take it the other way, too.
Yeah, I tried to, for sure. I definitely tried.
Unreal.
I mean, the pressure was on. You put one through the uprights that your team really needed. I mean, what's going through your head before you line up for one of those kicks?
I mean, when I'm on the field, I don't really think about nothing besides me and the field goal. So just really me and The ball. That's all I really think
Just
about.
that simple?
Yes, sir.
At that point, it's 16-7. Range really needs it. You heard TJ talk after the game just how important that kick was.
Yeah.
He gave big shout-outs to Dan after that game because without that kick, there's no Range State championship. Has it kind of sunk in for you, Dan?
Yes, sir.
It was a big kick. I mean, plays all over the place. I mean, we saw you on the field after the interception. You said, look, you're not leaving here without this. The revenge tour was on. What's going through your head this whole game? I mean, going in, this is something you've been thinking about for a year.
Yeah, thinking about it for a year, you know, it dwelled on me. Once we got the chance back in the same stage against the same team, it's like we got a chance to fulfill the revenge tour. So that's what we came in and did. I had no doubt that we wasn't going to do it. My brothers, we was all on the same page. Like at the hotel, we had a players-only meeting. That just knew that we was all on the same page and we were going to play for one another and get the win.
What was so different about this year's team? A lot of the same guys who were part of that 41-0 loss last year came back and did it again. I mean, a 41-point swing, that's just remarkable. What was different?
Last year, I feel like we was too lax, blowing everybody out, came in, underestimated Northwestern, and we ended up losing the game. So after losing that, I felt like it put a different fight, a different strike in us for the ones that lost last year. And coming back this year, we had a group of guys that know what it felt and didn't want to go back to that feeling. And new guys coming in, having the same mentality, helping us stay focused and all on the same page.
Dan, to have the confidence of the coaching staff to send you out there for these big field goals, big extra points, I mean, what's that feel like?
It feels great, man, to be able to kick in the state championship and being able to perform well. It was an honor.
Range in the past had lost playoff games because they couldn't reliably even hit a PAT, let alone a field goal. So the importance of having a guy who can make the PATs and hit a field goal in the state championship pressure cooker, I see that's why you got the big shout-outs after the game, right?
Yes, sir.
Did you give Big Dan any kind of props after the game?
Oh, yeah,
Go out and buy him dinner?
Of course.
All right, G, you were on the sideline watching that game-winning drive. What's going through your head? It's 4th down and 10, and they got to move the chains.
When that 4th and 10, we were standing up, you know, asking God, you know, let TJ be TJ. You know, TJ be TJ, we're going to win this game. And he made a play happen. He seen it, he read it, he seen Tadarius wide open. Tadarius caught it, he made a good play. Back-to-back plays, actually. You know, he got in the box, he also got the first down. So they both ball players, they both legendary and going down to history.
When that ball was in the air, did it feel like it kind of floated up there forever?
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. It was up too long. It felt like it was up for like 3 hours. It was up too long.
So it's crazy because, you know, TJ talked to Coach Maslin and he said, am I going to get my moment to kind of carry the team? Because you haven't had a lot of those moments. How cool was it to kind of witness the legend in action?
It was crazy, you know, we've been playing with each other since 8th grade, and him making plays, you know, it just felt natural to me. So I had no doubt that he wasn't going to do it. And that was just an amazing, legendary moment for him.
Yeah, look, an absolutely legendary moment, a legendary season for the Reigns Vikings. Congratulations to all you guys. We appreciate you all hanging out with us here in the studio. I'm going to take a quick trip over here because we cranked out a ton of content from over here. So over on the Sports for Jacks Instagram page, I mean, it's literally filled with nothing but Reigns content from that championship game, including one where, I mean, they were probably a little bit more humble about it than us, but I'm petty. So all the Dade County folks started pulling up in the comments, and I screenshotted them. So we go ahead and put it all together because we just needed to know you keep receipts and there's no returns. So just going ahead, you got what you asked for. Part 2, the West by 30, didn't exactly happen. Trick Daddy was even talking trash and said the line on the game was like 30 plus. Okay, buddy. Definitely kept receipts and you got what you asked for on that one. So big congratulations to the Reigns Vikings. We'll take a quick break. We'll come back and we will kind of hear from some of the fans as we continue to talk about this perfect season and talk about something that's big on deck for tomorrow for these guys.
Big time. Celebration. We've had celebrations all week, but hey, the Reigns Parade celebration continues bright and early tomorrow morning. Be a part of it. You can find all the information about our parade over on Sports for Jacks and the sports page at newsforjacks.com. I know you want to get some sleep because that's a bright and early morning for that parade, right?
Definitely. Make sure y'all be there tomorrow for the parade for the Reigns Vikings, you know. We're going to party.
Bright and early down Moncrief, and it is going to be fun. Ends at Reigns. Crazy time. Turn back to the perfect season right after this break.
That's a party fit for a champion, right? Vikings get a chance to have that big prep rally on Friday, really celebrate everybody as they proudly show off the trophy and really show off those medals and celebrate with all the folks at the school, all the students that were able there to be honored.
That's right. You know, I've been to the pep rallies where it's Ribault Reigns Week. Nothing like a state championship week. And oh, by the way, Reigns gets a key to the city as well from Mayor Donna Deegan, and all kinds of ceremonial pomp, everything this week at Reigns. Such a cool time to be a part of 3663 Reigns Avenue. Memories to last a lifetime.
And my sincere hope is that you will place this right next to that beautiful trophy in your trophy case after today. And by way of this official mayoral proclamation, we are declaring that today, December 18th, 2025, is Reigns Viking Championship Day in Jacksonville. That's right.
Key to the city, come on.
That excitement is contagious, man. The victory has just galvanized the city more than anything. Northside community just rallies behind their state championship football team.
We've been catching up with people all week about what this means to them, what this means to the community, and what this means to the Reigns Vikings themselves.
I feel real good. You know, resiliency, this team, the admiration, and it brings pride to the community.
This is our 4th championship, and every time it feels like the first time. Like, Ichiban never says done.
We are proud of you, state champs, #1, Duval. We run Florida, baby, belt to butt.
Difference for the kids. I'm so excited to see the big smile on their face, and they're just so excited.
Ichiban #1, we knew they was going to win. Everybody counted my team. I was down out there and won. Miami what? Miami who? Miami Duval!
And at the end of the day, it's all about the legacy. It's about the community. It's about the city of Jacksonville. Football, Reigns brought the city together.
A celebration fit for a champion.
Fit for a champion. Unbelievable week, unbelievable season, the perfect season for the Reigns Vikings. These do not happen often at all. Truly a part of history.
Truly a part of history. Congratulations to all the Reigns Vikings. And one more chance to celebrate. Big day. Tomorrow, the parade, we're going to show live here on Channel 4, and we'll be streaming it over on News4Jax Plus. I'll be hanging out over on the field in the graveyard in the morning. So we'll be getting a chance to have all the parade vibes, have a little bit more fun.
Bright and early, and hey, now's the time to start. Let's do it again next year, right?
All right, good night, everybody.